Today, I want to give you a short general overview of what the real estate market is like in Armenia, Colombia. My name is William Hutchison. I'm the owner of Armenia Colombia Realty for Expats, as well as Salento Colombia Realty. I own both jointly with my wife. The real estate market in Armenia, Colombia, pretty much all of Colombia, is something like you've never seen before. But I want to make my comments specific to Armenia. One of the main issues here, and I covered it off briefly in a previous video, is there's no MLS system. Excuse me. So there's no record of what properties have sold for. So you can take those numbers to someone that wants to list their property and show them actuals. Now, here in Colombia, I'm not sure that would be very accurate anyway, because there's a system in place, completely illegal, but going on in a high percentage of the cases, where a lower number is shown on the deed than the actual cash that changes hands. What that does, in effect, is pass the capital gains tax on to the buyer today that the seller should have paid, that he will have to pay when he sells, unless he can get someone to continue the scam. That aside, one of the main problems here, because you can't confirm sales and show those numbers to someone else that wants to sell to confirm the value of their property, many people here list for much more than the market. And by much more, I mean, in some cases, 25, 30, 35%. Just to give you an example, in the last 2 months, I've turned down 2 condo listings because they wanted 25% more than the market. But I've also turned down a single family home in the best barrio in Quindío, close to the airport. A beautiful place to live, all the professional people, many retired, when they wanted 30% more than what it was worth. The asking price was $390 in US dollars. The value, based on 2 listings that I have, was about $300. So $90,000 difference is not going to be closed. If the asking price was $1.1 million and the value was $1 million, then yes, there's a chance that we can close that difference. But when it's 30% more than value, it's not going to happen. My recommendation to people coming here, especially for purchases, but also rentals, is to get to know the market. Our company has market knowledge. We track it almost daily. Our showings, in some cases, we've shown 10, 12 properties until the buyer is happy and satisfied with what he can purchase for the money that he has. Our advice is always to make your offer. Let's see what the counter offer is, and then we can go from there. But with the knowledge of 10 or 12 other similar properties at hand, a buyer coming here should be able to make a reasonably good decision. We present all offers. We obviously aren't happy if someone wants to discount the asking price 30% if the property is overvalued only 5%, but we still present the offer. One big real estate saying for many, many years is there's 3 things that are what you should consider when buying real estate. And they are location, location, and location. I also have a saying, and I put it into play here just about every day. The seller can ask a price, but it's the buyer that ultimately determines it. That's William Hutchison closing off for today. I live in paradise, and you can too.